Welcome back to Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Are we gonna use the submarine this episode?
The submarine?
A little floaty thing you were talking about last time before we
Oh
started
yeah,
talking
the penis
about-
mobile. That's right. We'll see it in a
Yeah.
moment.
We're gonna do some penising in this
Oh, yeah.
episode.
I mean, really, that's what we do every day on this stream. Well, not every day, but you know what I mean.
We do we do like spiritual penising, but now we're get to do like actual penising.
Yes. Anyway, let's just get to it. I don't think we need to vamp for too long here.
Yeah. We have very serious gameplay to get into, okay? What are we
Oh, yeah.
What's our mission?
To get out of
Well-
here with girl, whose name is Azal.
Alright, so we
This
are
is where we
Girl.
came in.
She rides out a penis. Or, a penis mobile, rather.
Yep. But yeah, we don't have the dragon through this part of the game, so... kind of interesting.
Are we supposed to be, like... Is this a cave? Are we underwater? What are we doing?
We're underground.
So this thing's
got
like
eggs.
hovering. This is like a hovercraft.
Oh, these are all... Well, some of these are anti-shot, and the others are anti-laser, so let's hit the anti-laser ones first. Alright, and we took out the eggs before they hatched, which is good.
Well, we should have kept those eggs. Because eggs are expensive right now. We gotta...
Oh, this is 1998. We're not
as many
thinking
as
about
we
that.
can.
And we
Do you think
unlocked
dragon
Get the
eggs- Do you think dragon eggs would be any good to eat?
Probably.
We eat bird eggs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm trying to think if, I don't typically eat reptile eggs. I don't know if there's any functional difference in, the flavor palette.
I mean, I don't know if the dragons in this game would have eggs, but...
I mean,
'cause
chickens
I don't know
are
if they
kinda,
actually reproduce.
birds are very, biologically similar to lizards and reptiles.
Yep.
So, I would try a dragon egg. And I'm not really an egg guy. Eggs!
I remember, so back in in my old D&D game, I had a character who kind of had a reputation for slaying dragons. I remember one time he tried to make dragon steaks. I never thought to look for their eggs.
Dragon steak.
It didn't turn out all that well.
Well, I don't know. Lizards, I've had crocodile. I've had, or not
You've
crocodile.
had croc?
Not croc, a gator. I've had gator meat before. And it's kind of I don't know. It's sort of, people say this, it's kind of chickeny, I think reptiles are closer to white meat than red meat.
Okay.
I don't know if, dragon steak. I don't know. I feel like...
Yeah, maybe he should have gone for fillets instead.
He should have been dragon wings. That got me some dragon wings.
That would have been a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Get me a dragon leg.
Because that character actually, it started out as a joke, but it ended up becoming canon that he had worked in a kitchen in the past.
Maybe some rotisserie dragon? Maybe there's
that would take a long time, though.
There's a Chick-fil-A or Popeyes equivalent that makes fried dragon,
Yeah, originally, I was thinking that he might end up owning a restaurant after the campaign finished, but he actually ended up becoming a journalist.
That's fucking boring.
Not really.
He's I don't want to slay. I'm gonna be a big old nerd and work on my fucking article. What kind of
He also
wonky
receives
D&D?
quite a bit of dick.
Well, that is true to being a journalist, I'm sure. Journalists are out there just just getting wiener all the time. This is a very phallic, folk-centric episode so far.
I'm fine with it. Dicks are cool.
I'm sure.
There's something over this way that I missed.
Yeah, maybe like, you get some like just all the ways in which we use chicken. You just replace it with dragon meat. You go to the Chinese restaurant, you get some sesame dragon.
Dragon lo mein.
General Tso's dragon. Szechuan dragon, or like other types of poultry. Every Thanksgiving you have a big dragon feast.
Actually, my adorable little crow bard that I have like an actual mini of?
Yes. Yes.
The original story for her when I first played her was that she used to work at a Chinese knockoff doorknob factory, and she didn't even know what China was. That was bad. That was in a game where like everyone's backstory was a complete joke.
Is this supposed to take place like in a so far in the future that the nations that we think of as existing don't exist anymore, or is this like?
No, it was just everyone's backstory was a complete joke.
Oh, okay. Because like I'm trying to think what the actual relation to China. Like, does China exist in this world? Is the joke that like what is China? I don't know what China is.
Well, because the joke was that Kenku, at least in older editions, they're cursed to never be able to come up with anything creative on their own. So the joke was that yeah, she used to work at a doorknob factory, but because she couldn't, make her own doorknob or make original doorknobs, they were all Chinese knockoffs. What's China? Oh. Nobody knows.
Okay, all right, I get it. That's good. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it, okay?
Also, this is what those eggs would hatch into.
Oh, well. They seem irritating. They're like children. They just want, I want to go to Wendy's.
Are you saying you should hit children with laser guns?
I'm not saying that.
Good God.
Hey, look.
We don't even have laser guns.
My theory with children is that, I know, like, people like, I want to have kids someday. I'm like, I want to have kids from like a very specific age range. What I want to do is if I have a partner that wants a kid, okay, here are my terms, okay? We have the kid, okay? The kid will be cute for about 6 to 12 months, right? Maybe a little longer than that. Once the kid gets to the I want attention phase, and they start to be able to form words, we put them in cryo sleep, okay? We put them in like a a tank of preserving fluids where it can the child can age up until the point where it is 28 years old. And then I'm
of the opinion that just don't have children.
And then I think that would be the perfect situation for parenthood. It's like we'll keep you for like the period of time where you're basically just like a pug. And then when you start to be annoying, we're just gonna kind of put you in a test tube for a while. Maybe we'll let you out. Maybe we'll let you out when you're like 8, and we'll give you a chance to like change my mind.
Maybe. That's if you're like.
We'll give you like a 30-day trial period to be an 8-year-old, and if you don't piss me off, we'll keep you around for a little while. But
until you become a teenager.
The minute that you start to have like armpit hair, you're going back in the tube.
Well, we got a decline here, and also a hole in the floor here, it looks like. So let's go down the decline. Whoa, camera! I'm not saying that is a bad thing, that was just a really goofy perspective trick.
なんだよお父さん。
このフローターは出力が落ちている。一度道を下ると上がってこれないかもしれない。注意しろ。
注意しろって。 もう降りちゃったよ。どうしてそういうこと先に言わないんだ。
お前はそれについて私に質問しなかった。
わかった。次から何かするときはなるべくお伺いを立てるようにするよ。で、どう進む？これから。
このまままっすぐでいい。見ておきたいものがある。
I love that little interaction.
I gotta go back in and make a screenshot when it's just the question mark. I think I could probably find uses for that as a reaction image.
Probably. This is filled with water, so we can go over that. Check this.
Those bats? What are they?
どことなくドラゴンに似てる。
なり損ないだ。
That's another screenshot.
They're the failures.
現状だと
They're the failure.
いくつかのドラゴンがここで試作された。こいつらはその試作段階の途中で破棄された。
One of my favorite, like, out of context,
つまり
texts, whatever from a video game that I have saved on my phone is from House of the Dead 2, where one of the bosses at one point is just the thing where he just says, "You have no future."
今更何を驚く。
I took a screenshot of that, and that one comes in
お前たち
handy
の構成
sometimes.
生物と呼ぶ奴らも大差はない。
Usually when I'm talking to you.
与えられた使命を全うするためだけに生き続
I
ける。
really like the Silent Hill, just a pile of, or Resident Evil 4, just a pile of stinking garbage.
長いをしている奴らに感づかれる。
Oh,
We might be
yeah,
doing
that's-
Resident Evil 4 after this.
Ah, wonderful, yes. Silent Hill has some, it's bred.
Yes.
また、
It's bred as a classic.
水の流れる音もす
There's more things that I just like to quote from Silent Hill.
る。行こう。多分下に抜けられる。
Not as many screenshots, though. Woo!
Its bred is enhanced by the screenshot, I think.
Uh-huh.
だいぶ落ちてきたな。
Well, the thing about its bread is there's so many different places in that store that you can get that prompt.
お前、怪我は？
This game could use some
な
bread.
いならいい。
Every game could use some bread.
I think this game would add, maybe another star to its rating if it had some bread. But that's true about all games, I think. I wish that in Arkham Asylum there was just a point where Batman is just like, it's bread.
I wish that Ambition had bread. Instead, it just had pastry.
It has pastries, which is, I'll accept that.
It's close enough to bread.
Every game should just have a moment where a character just is like, it just has a snack. Croc
Every
would've been
game
a
should
lot
have a
better.
moment where the character takes a shit.
Well, that is kind of like, I mentioned the Arkham Asylum. I mentioned Arkham Asylum. My dad had, when I was a kid, I was reading a Batman comic, and my dad was like, "What happens if Batman has to poop?" Batman's, that never happens in any of the comics or any of the shows.
Maybe he's got
You're
poop
like,
technology.
like Spider-Man, all these guys, like, what happens if they're like out doing superhero stuff and then all of a sudden they gotta fucking pee?
They chomping.
What if the Joker has to throw up? What would
Is
he
he
do?
gonna go reapply his makeup?
I know.
They hungry.
He has to throw up.
Do you ever just puke?
Do you think that when the Joker throws up, like he throws up and then when he's done throwing up, he's just like, ha 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 ha?
He's laughing while throwing up.
He laughs while throwing up.
It is the worst sound you've ever heard in your life.
Remember 10 minutes ago when you were like, I hope you have stuff to talk about. I don't know.
I was just making sure. You know,
And
we
I told you
gotta
that-
have content.
And I told you that I can come up with content organically.
Oh, I
Well, there you
love
go.
throwing at.
There you go. I proved my point.
And I don't think I had to go that way. No, I didn't. Awesome. Just
I
had to
don't
make
know.
sure.
Do we want to talk about the story? I don't really, like... I kind of don't know what's happening.
You kind of haven't been paying attention.
No, it's probably my fault. But also Cavo's fault, because Cavo and I spent the entire last stream talking about fucking video game criticism
Yeah. And general art criticism.
and auteur theory or
And I
whatever.
already couldn't focus on the fucking game. Because I'm just
I feel like
sitting
I
here
was-
pooping my pants.
Doing an okay job paying attention, for me at least, you know, paying attention to what was going on in the story. But like, I don't know, it seems like the general principle is like, you know, we're trying to defeat the Crayman.
Yeah, we're trying. We ended up fighting Azelle, the girl that we're on the penis mobile with, and
And now she's
now
our
we
friend?
ended up in the underground ruins together. So we're kind of gonna have to work together to get out.
Okay. And then in the process of doing so, we will become friends.
Maybe, maybe
Is
not.
is that sort of the
We'll find out.
okay? But that's what's gonna happen, right?
We'll find out.
Like
I just
that's
noticed that the
probably
penis mobile has a butthole.
What's gonna happen? Of course, it has a butthole.
I don't know how I didn't notice that
A
before.
penis and a butthole at the same time. It's very efficient, okay? Listen, if human beings were designed with a butthole on their penis, it would be better.
I don't know about that.
I think it would be better.
I'm gonna question that logic.
I mean, it could be better. I don't know. Are you saying that you think that the butthole is in the perfect position as is?
Yes,
There's no better place where you could put the butthole, you think?
probably. I like the butthole where it do be. I mean, you know, it do be pooping.
I suppose. I guess putting the butthole on the penis would be a little too close to like a cloaca situation.
I don't want a cloaca. I enjoy having those holes be separate.
You like birds, but
I do, but I don't wanna. I
you
don't
don't want to share
wanna.
their
yeah.
anatomy. Yeah. So what's this room? Is this the toxic waste room?
Yes, don't fall in the green liquid.
We don't want to fall in the Gatorade.
No.
I never
making sure that's the
understood-
only exit.
I never liked Gatorade.
I think it's okay.
I never was.
There's another one over there.
I was never like, what if my water was green and sugary?
なんだろうこいつ
この先に地上へ出るエレベーターがある。
Like, you'd see commercials and it's like, this guy's playing baseball or basketball and he's drinking his Gatorade and now his sweat is purple.
Yo, you don't
I'm
want
like-
purple sweat?
I'm like, I don't want my sweat to be.
What's wrong with you?
But also, I'm like, they're drinking like, even as a kid, I'm like, that can't actually be good for like your health.
You don't want purple sweat, you fucking loser?
Like, what are you? Electrolytes? What the fuck is that shit? I'm not convinced.
Well, I'm not convinced that you're not a bitch.
I'm not convinced this is actually going to help me play basketball better.
Yeah, I'll keep going this way. Even though these guys are definitely gonna jump me.
Oh my god.
Or just one. Or just one.
Anyways, this episode of this stream is sponsored by Powerade.
Nah, we don't have a sponsor.
And vitamin water.
Hot water.
Vitamin water's another one. Vitamin water's another one where it's like, what do you mean vitamin water? It's just fucking water.
It's got vitamins.
But are you sure?
Why would they call
What
it that
kind-
if they didn't have vitamins?
What kind of vitamins?
The good ones.
Is it the kind like from Flintstones vitamins?
You don't know what a fucking vitamin is, you bitch.
There's lots of vitamins.
Your face is a fucking vitamin.
You can't just say there's vitamins in there and leave it at that. I
Well,
wanna
look
know
at the
what kind of
goddamn
vitamins
nutrition
fucking put me in
facts.
there.
You expect
on
me to do
water!
all the work for you while I'm
water!
sitting here playing a game? I don't
The
even have a bottle of
nutritional facts
vitamin water next to
of
me.
Water! Stupid!
You're stupid.
Oh, it's a shame Cavo didn't join in on this stream. Maybe he'll join later. I'd love to hear his thoughts about vitamin water.
I'm sure they would be very profound. I want to know about the canon of water.
I always think there's a really good Lewis Black set where he's talking about how bottled water has nutritional facts labeled on them. And he's holding a bottle of water on the stage and he's like reading through it and he's like, total fat. And he's like, let me tell you, if there's water that has fat in it, I want that water. That's the good fucking water.
Pew pew. Oh, he hungry. Really doesn't do much damage. I don't know if these guys are supposed to be threatening, because this thing also automatically heals after every fight. And honestly, I've never been sure why that's the case.
How the fuck can vitamin water be that good? It's still fucking bottled water.
It's got flavoring,
You
dumbass.
still just put water in a thing that's gonna fill it with plastic chemicals.
Like you've never drank water with something with a little something extra?
No, I've never. I just drink water.
I mean, usually I do too, but sometimes you want some water with a little kick to it, you know?
I have never been drinking water and been like, God damn it, I need sugar in this shit!
Well, you're a pussy, so I can
am
see
not
that.
That fucking, like, frosted
You just
flake
can't.
milk.
You're just so goddamn white. You can't handle a little bit of extra flavor to your fucking
Vitamin
water. You drink some vitamin water. You're like, ooh, this is a little spicy for me.
Vitamin water is too spicy for my sensibilities. Oh my god, I accidentally picked up jalapeno flavored water. The jalapeno vitamin water.
My favorite flavor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we are dumbasses. Why are we yelling at each other about fucking vitamin water?
It's a good bit, okay? The fans will love it.
What fans?
I don't know how many people are watching right now.
Take a wild guess.
Like 2?
0.
3? Ah! God damn it!
You always overestimate this. Nobody watches us.
ここから先は
Sometimes people watch it. Well, we're playing a sort of a obscure game, so I don't know.
While yelling at
Like-
each other about vitamin water.
We occasionally will. Well, that doesn't matter. I know that sometimes when we play more popular games, people kind of accidentally like stumble in and then realize very quickly they've made a mistake. It happened weirdly a lot with Siren,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't have expected. Where people would be like, "Hey,
I mean, that game's got its fans. Which I'm happy for.
do you like this game?"
I'm like, hell yeah, I like this game.
It's a good game. One of the better games we've played on this channel.
Yeah. Like I've said, it's probably my favorite horror game at this point.
What is your favorite game? If you had to pick one.
Hollow Knight.
Interesting.
Why is that?
Oh, it's just I still talking. No reason.
What was that? I didn't quite catch what you said there.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this part's fun. We got a bunch of different directions we can go.
Which way?
Let's go left here.
Decisions. Is this a branching story?
This is what we call non-linear gaming. Camera, yay! I love when it does that because it makes you look so much smaller.
Yeah, we're a little guy.
We're on our little penis mobile.
Our dick got real small. We're experiencing shrinkage. Airborne shrinkage.
Airborne shrinkage. That's a phrase I heard today. I think all we got from that was an item. We might end up going down every path.
Oh my god.
We'll find out.
It's the fishmen. Absorbra.
Alright, I'm trying to remember how to do this.
What's
These
the
guys
deal
are
with
anti-shot, so I think...
They look like sunflowers.
I think I actually have to shoot them, yeah. And then they get erect.
Oh, great. That's how do you feel about that?
They erect. Yeah, see, I didn't shoot that one there, so he's gonna redirect that right back at me. So let's move over here so I can actually shoot him. I don't think they actually do anything.
Before they got erect, I was gonna say it kind of looks like we're fighting that flower meme, where it's like this flower that like one panel, on the left panel it's like really angry and it's shouting, and then on the other side it's like kind of bashful. You probably don't know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The audience will know what I'm talking about. The audience that's watching right now.
And then they fall apart, as the enemies do.
As happens when one becomes erect.
Yes. I as well fall apart when I do that. Is there anything down this path? Probably not. Nope, can't get up there.
Yeah, them becoming erect. This is a really penisy episode we're doing.
I'm cool with it. Hope I got a message from somebody.
It's gonna... is it Cavo?
Nope. That's what I was checking. He might be streaming right now, I don't know.
Is it the New York State government?
They wanted to let me know that I'm a bitch.
I have been inundated with fucking... like, public polling calls, text messages, and I still continue to get phone calls and emails and shit from the congressman in New York from, my old district. I'm like, I don't vote for... First of all, I never voted for you in the first place because you're a Republican. Second of all, I don't live in the state anymore, so I couldn't if I wanted to.
You should say, suck my dick, bitch.
I do.
Fuck you.
I do, but it's automated, so no one cares.
Oh.
They're like, hi, I'm Representative...
I'm Representative Dick Cheese.
Representative White Man, I would love to hear your feedback about what you think is important to the community, so I can ignore it and just talk about Donald Trump all day. would like to
music.
know. We would like to know what you think about the Sega Saturn and its sales in North America.
Ah, for real, I'm loving this music. Well, so vibey.
I will say, we do have a good streak going of games with good music.
Yeah. Even though Croc wasn't a very good game, it still had a bit of a banger soundtrack.
Croc had a good soundtrack. Wipeout had a good soundtrack.
Well, those games are a given.
Silent Hill Origins has a good soundtrack.
That's not
I don't
the one where
remember-
Korn did the song, though.
No, that's an even better soundtrack, I'm sure. I've never
That one wasn't
listened.
done by Akira Yamaoka, so
Oh no,
that was done by some other fucking
some guy who's not him.
And Korn did the theme song.
He has the great distinction of being the only person that's ever tried to do a Silent Hill soundtrack that, and
I heard it wasn't a bad soundtrack, but I mean, it's also not Yamaoka. So, Silent Hill fans being Silent Hill fans, they were a little angry.
I think that you should do the Silent Hill soundtrack for the next game. What if
yeah.
there was a Silent Hill soundtrack that was all mashups?
I mean, I do make some noise music. I make some industrial music. I make some trip hop music. I'll do a
Hey,
Silent Hill soundtrack.
let's
Fuck
do
it.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give an F and S.
Jenny, you wouldn't. Alright, that's 2 paths out of 4.
All right.
I think I'm gonna go down... I'm going to try to intentionally go down the wrong path. Got a 50-50, so... I think if I hug the right wall, it's not going to lead me to progress.
Why don't we want to achieve progress?
Because I want to collect all the things. I pick things up. I am a collector. That's a Nine Inch Nails song. With teeth. Oh, what the hell? That's kind of different.
What's
Dang.
going on here?
Yeah, I can shoot that. And that'll knock one of those guys down.
What are these guys up to?
Being bitches. That's okay, I took care of them. See, there was guys on top of rock, or hanging from rock formations, but I shot down the rocks. And that took care of them without me having to actually fight the enemies themselves. That's what we call strategy.
Do you think this is what sperm feel like?
Can't say I would know.
You think this is like true to their experience? Like, what if we didn't know, but like when a sperm is like going looking for the egg, it also has to like do video game shit.
That would make sense. That's kind of how
That'd be
things
badass.
work.
There should be a video game that's that.
Just being sperm.
Just being a sperm.
I think that was one of the Action 52 games.
There, like this, that idea writes itself. It's like it's sort of like a what's that movie where Chris Rock is a blue
Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones. It's like an Osmosis Jones sort of thing, or you're a sperm and there's like fucking, I don't know, uterus monsters trying to get you.
Uterus
To
monsters.
keep you from getting up into the fallopian tubes.
What would the uterus monsters look like?
The Joker.
Would it
I
look
don't
like
know.
would it look like the pill?
Not a game. Yeah. What if it was like Call of Duty?
And so Avenged Sevenfold's gonna show up.
Yeah, there's like a uterine Avenged Sevenfold. But like, what if it's like a war game where you have to like shoot your way to the egg?
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
And not bad.
Yeah. You know, and you could like customize your stats.
So it's also an RPG.
Well, they say this. I mean, you could do it as an RPG, I guess, if you wanted to. Why not? They say that like, so like, the sperm that makes for male sex organs, and the sperm that makes for female sex organs, like the male ones are weaker, but they're faster, and the female ones are slower, but they live longer.
I'm gonna see what this flash chip does. I've never used this before. Whoa. Okay, it's just an immediate escape, I guess. Okay.
It takes you to Valhalla.
Yeah, that was fucking trippy. Think this is progress. Yep.
これで地上に出られるゲートが開く。
What the fuck were we talking about, sperm?
We were talking about sperm.
Okay.
I was saying that like
僕たちのドラゴンはどうする
because the male sperm is it doesn't last as long, but it's a little faster. It's suggested that if you want to have a boy,
さっき
then the most effective way to do that is to wait till the last possible point of ovulation when the that way that the it'll very quickly get to the egg before the female ones
数
do.
年前
Versus like,
用意され
if it's earlier in the ovulation period, the female sperm will probably live longer and make it to the
お前
egg.
も自分のパート
I don't know if this is true, but like, but in a video game context, you could be like, do you want to be a male sperm or do you want to be a female sperm? The female sperm will be a little, they're like your heavy duty, they're like your tank characters, versus like the males are a little faster, but they, their armor is not as good.
See, I had a great idea for a video game, but I don't know if I want to say it on stream because I don't want anyone to steal it.
Well, you're the one that's like, no one watches our stream.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Anime Cat Girl. It'll be called Anime Cat Girl Piss Farm.
Ah, okay.
I think it's self-explanatory how this will make money.
I'm really worried if someone's going to steal that unique idea that no one's thought of before.
As far as I know, no one's done it.
Well, lots of people have thought about it, but the only people who have thought about it, they're unfortunately in prison.
As
They
I
don't
should
have
be.
They don't have the resources to make it because of the whole incarceration thing.
Uh-huh. That's where I, the visionary, come in.
Yeah, you had the visionary forethought to not get yourself arrested.
Uh-huh. Somehow.
It's not yet illegal to be cringe. Not yet.
Now, once the Dems take office, oh man.
I mean, I'm lobbying for it to happen, but I haven't succeeded yet.
With all of your money.
I mean, what I lack in funds, I make up for by making lots of phone calls.
Oh, okay. That's how it works, I'm pretty sure.
Dyke. Why does it say that? That's
What?
very offensive. It said Dyke. I'm assuming it's referring to Oh, it says Dinus. I thought it said. Never mind.
Wow. You can
Listen,
read.
It's okay. I thought it was talking about like
The
like a
geographical feature.
exactly yes. But I was like, ha.
That word also has a second meaning.
It also
Not
has a
so
funny meaning.
nice.
It has a.
I thought Discord just cut off, and I was sitting here like, wait, what? What did he actually
No,
say?
I misread a thing.
Good God.
I think this is the episode that's gonna make us famous.
What makes you say that?
It's just the content is too good.
What, talking about penises, saying bad words? I mean, we got it all here on the Count F channel.
It's not a bad word. I thought they were talking about a
You're
dam.
a bad word.
But I thought they also didn't know what they were doing. But I was me that didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, what a surprise. Alright, so now that I have the dome key, I can go
Well,
right
in
here.
my defense, Dinus is a stupid word that means nothing.
You're a stupid word that means nothing. What now, bitch?
No, your actually is a word that has multiple meanings. It could be your, as in like a possessive your, like that's yours. It could be
Your
as in
mom.
you are. It could be your mom, exactly. It could be your as in like the time, the time of your, like a back in the past.
正直言って予想外だ。
なんだよ急に。
お前と二人ドラゴンをなしでここまでやれるとは思わなかっ
お前も少しは今のパートナーを信じたらどうだ。それにまだ無事に出られると決まったわけじゃない。
た。そうだな。
Save the game while I'm here. I think we're almost done with the underground ruins. At least for now. The game does have some optional backtracking, which we will be doing.
あそこで繁殖しているようだな。
What in the hell is this thing?
The Energ.
Okay, fuck this
何
game.
か手があるはずだ。来たぞ。
Energ.
Fuck you.
This game is silly fucking names. And it's erections.
You're an erection. So, this is technically a boss fight, but I mean, you know what we do with these guys. Basically, he's just going to keep moving the dangerous zone that you can see in the radar there, and we can just hit him with the lasers from these guys.
Ah!
See that? Now he's aiming at me, so I can just move out the way.
What is that blue guy?
I don't know. Something clinging to the Energ, or maybe it's the Energ itself? I don't know.
Energ.
It's like a bug thing.
It's a bug.
It's a bug.
This game's got lots of bugs.
There we go. That was easy. Easy peasy boss fight.
やつは逃げ出したぞ。
深追いする必要はない。出口を探すのが先だ。
And we get an excellent easy boss fight.
That boss fight was so tiring. I could really use a vitamin water right now.
なんであんな奴らがこの遺跡の奥に。
Chug-a-lug-a-lug.
奴らはここで突然変異した変異種型構成生物だ。
変異種。
艦隊もここを通っていくときにかなりやられた。
艦隊って。じゃあやっぱりクレイメン艦隊はここから。
やったのは巣の方だけだ。下手をすると逆に奴らを本気で怒らせたかもしれない。急ぐぞ。
Right, and I think just gotta go across to here. Looks like progress is this way.
やっぱり。
I'd say so.
Oh my gosh. The FMV monster is coming for us.
And the elevator's closing. What
Oh
do?
my god! Oh, it's okay. He can't see. He's bumping into walls.
Haha, you suck.
Damn.
Bye, Bish.
Want to make out?
This is what we
I
call
love-
7 minutes in heaven.
I love goth girls.
あと
Haha.
はこれが上へ運んでくれる。
もう追ってこないかな。
奴らは巣
Her
から
hair
離
kind
れ
of
る。
looks like a sperm
これ
cell.
以上は追ってこない。
Oh no. What if the plot twist was that they've been sperm the whole time? Wouldn't that be
That's just
crazy?
the plot twist of humanity.
I mean, yeah, kinda. You know, when you put it that way, you're not wrong. We're just sperm that got a little out of control. Had a bit of a growth spurt.
そういえば君の名前も聞いてなかったな。
It kind of look. Is he like? What was that thing he had? Was he about to take a snack break? Were we actually? Did I will it into existence?
No, he was eating something.
Damn.
数千年間いた場所だ。
It doesn't look like bread though.
違う。見た目は人間に近いが、中身はさっきまで
It's future
戦っていた
food.
彼ら構成生物の方にずっと近い。
Closer to the. She's Dragon Girl.
ただ与えられた力が違う。それだけだ。
Are you gonna become erect as well?
I mean, we all are.
Not everyone. Some people can't do that count.
Well, they're
僕と戦う。
losers.
They need medical
邪魔
enhancement.
をするからだ。
You should point and laugh at those
奴を
people.
守る。
I think what they need is for you to come and shoot them on your penis mobile, apparently.
あるべき姿にしようとしている。それを邪魔する者は誰も近づけさせない。
バカな。奴は薄汚い裏切り者だ。党の力を手に入れるために隊長たちを殺したんだ。アゼル、君は騙されてるんだ。
My god. It's just like Final
あ
Fantasy.
の人は私を永遠の闇から呼び戻してくれる。
Ow.
I don't know. I just
あの人のために戦う。
this is dramatic.
僕は
I
As
don't
we know,
know.
Final Fantasy is the only dramatic thing ever.
It's the only one.
そんなに悪いところじゃなかった。
Empire defends its workers.
それが君が発掘された途端に全て終わったんだ。
Yo, this game is communist. Hell yeah.
僕に攻撃され
Comrade Edge.
今じゃ
Hey, what's up, Cavo?
帝国軍にも
Oh, hey.
You want me
You should have
to?
been.
You want me to put you in call?
It's so nice that YouTube let you see his comments.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you, YouTube. It's
So
'cause we haven't been-
generous.
It's because we haven't been talking shit about them
Yeah.
this episode.
そう言って謝るんだってあの人が
Oh, yep, you're saying on Discord, Wang Dang Doodle add me to the caboodle.
Yeah.
あれは普通の人間に扱えるものではない
僕にもわからないだけどドラゴン
Hey, what's up, Kavo?
It is, what is up? I don't know what's up. My fucking plants were this morning.
Oh, you are incredibly quiet. One sec. Oh, that's set up fine there.
Maybe you can just like turn my ass up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Our Discord is being bad.
All good. It tends to do that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Cavo.
like, hey, how's it going?
Good. You missed a very normal 1 hour conversation about normal subjects. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Nothing. There were no erections in the stream. None. Don't worry about it.
I'll tell you what's not very erect are my goddamn garden plants. They had a thing going on at our apartment complex earlier for Earth Day where they were like giving away free plants and planting supplies. So we went and got them, and I don't know if they got blown in the wind or whatever, but all my plants fucking fell over last night. Tomato plant stalks snapped. Not happy. But anyway, what's going on here?
Well, we're getting out
well-
of the underground area where we were on
Yeah.
our penis mobile. We just finished
We
that
just
dungeon.
escaped
Dragon
the
just picked us and
underground.
the girl up, whose name was revealed as Azel.
And now we're headed towards the Anima album art, apparently.
仲間を殺しすぎた自立ができなくなっている完全に破壊するしかないできるか
大丈夫だ今度はドラゴンがいる
I don't like that creature. I think we should kill it.
Well, what do you think we're gonna do?
Hell yeah.
And you see this guy's got those Absobora things on its tail.
Is that like Las Plagas?
Nah, they absorb your shots and shoot them back at you.
Ah,
But since we're in the safe zone in front of it, they can't do anything to us. Oh. He tried. He failed.
so
We
how does
have a nice-
repositioning work? Does that take an action?
What was it?
So how does the repositioning work? Does it cost anything? to
No,
reposition?
you do. Your meters don't charge while you're moving, though.
But the boss can just decide to move anytime it wants
Yep.
to, right?
So let's see. Not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Let me read really quick. All right. Yeah, we just go for the weak points.
This thing looks like that one SCP that attacks you when you blink, combined with the crab monster from Attack of the Clones.
Well, that's his attack, apparently. Funky visuals for that.
I think we should drive this species into extinction.
Well, that's not nice.
I don't like them.
仲間を呼んだ
No.
Yeah, so what is the lore of this guy?
I don't know.
He's disgusting. That's the
You're
lore.
disgusting.
Look, it has like tentacles and it has like multiple eyes, like like fleet eyes or whatever.
Well, maybe if you had more eyes, you would understand.
And those are the two things that will instantly make me not like you. If you have like 8 eyes and a bunch of like tendrils.
That's very.
Especially if you're trying to discharge on me.
And you have a
Okay,
bunch
the
of
discharge I
erections.
can understand. Oob is just
What
being
it-
prejudiced.
He also has a bunch of erections.
I think I would be better if I had more erections.
Well, we'll have to agree to disagree on that.
I was about to say, wouldn't we all, but I can think of at least a couple of inopportune times for that to happen.
Killed the boss.
なんとか倒せたか。アゼル、どうしたんだ？
アトルムが
It's good to have the dragon back.
どこかその辺りに下ろしてくれ。
Nah, the section where you don't have the dragon was a nice hour or so to break things up. I don't mind it.
I like that the new dragon looks like he's just made out of the Romanian flag.
Well, Dragon's model changes again, so we are going to be able to see all the new, forms.
Goodbye, Romania.
Now we have the Panzer Wing.
So is there a non-dragon-based combat in this game as well?
Yeah, we were just on the Penis Mobile.
Oh, like not with the penis mobile either, but like
Oh,
three
no.
dudes in a row type combat. No.
これ以上あの人の邪魔をするな。
The silhouette of her hair.
出なければ。
Fuck you.
And she looks like one of those Twi'leks from Star Wars.
A little bit, yes. Oh my.
So were you streaming earlier, Cabo?
Yes, I was.
How would that
For a
go?
couple hours. It went pretty good. I finally finished the second loop of the first dungeon in Wizardry.
To be continued. Because we are at the end of Disc 2.
To be continued. Right now.
Alright, and like last time, we're gonna look at the background art. Look at that, isn't it great?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Alright, well, let's change discs.
I'm
There we go.
Cruelty Squad back on.
Yep, that's showing on the stream right now, the changing games thing. I'm trying to make that into a GIF, but internet tools are being a pain in the ass, so
I'm gonna make my changing games screen like flipping to side B and inserting the fucking box.
that'd be perfect. Alright. Panzer Dragoon Saga, Disc 3 of 4.
I was trying to convince Count that we should do a different GIF for every game, but he cried because he said it was too hard.
It would be such a pain in the ass to do that.
He was in hysterics over it.
It would kind of be a pain in the ass. I would see if there's like a web app that you could stream to OBS, like a browser source where you can just like change the GIF.
Maybe, but I'll try to figure something out. I've got ideas.
All right, we're back in the camp.
Say hi to
My stream
Dargan.
is dead.
Stream is dead?
Krishna.
For me, it is.
Looks
Uh-oh.
fine on my end.
Hold on, let me go to YouTube. Let me see what.
Or are you talking about on Discord?
I'm talking about on Discord.
I'm seeing it on YouTube. We should be fine.
Can you see things on Discord, Oob?
On Discord? Oh, you mean this? Yeah, I can see. We're at the campfire right now.
Yeah, I think you might just have to...
Okay, let me stop watching.
yeah.
and hit watch stream again.
Bye,
Okay, now we're back.
Cabo.
Now I
Bye,
got it.
Woody.
This Discord being great again.
Yep.
エッチ守備はどうだった塔には行けたのか
ちょっと待ってくれよ。それよりなんであんたがここに。
俺には例の記録機械があるからな。しかし本物のドラゴンはすごいや。思い切って街の外に出た甲斐があったぜ。あれ何の話だっ
塔の話だよ。結局ウルを越えることはできなかった。地下から行く道が封印されてたんだ。
Yeah, the end goal is to get to some place called the
け？
tower.
ちょうどよかったぜ。
よかったな。
We're trying to.
Just wouldn't be a proper JRPG without a tower.
Nope.
悪い悪い。空から塔に行く方法が見つかったんでな。
What if we
Only
get
one
there and
tower?
it's just the Kagetsuchi or Tower of Kagetsuchi from SMT
だ
Nocturne?
からそいつの正体が分かったんだよ。あの
We
霧
end up
は
encountering Satan at the end.
Why is there only
for-
one tower and not like two?
街の言い伝えに出てくる
What would they call a pair of towers
Oh,
like that?
の防衛装置
It's God's carriage. I wonder if we're going to be killing God at the end of the game.
Hell yeah!
でかいさ。
塔を見る。
It's the most goth thing we could do.
みんなそんなに力が欲しいのか。
とにかくそいつを壊せば霧は消えるぜ。ああ、どこにあるのか調べる方が先だな。
え？場所がわからないのか？
大丈夫、なんとかなるって。詳しい資料が街のどこかにあるはずなんだ。でなきゃ伝説が残るわけないからな。
Alright, well, I'm
We
gonna
gotta go.
save really quick.
We gotta find our documents.
You don't have anything else important to say?
新世区のお偉い連中が隠してると思うんだ。まさに
I don't want to go to the holy district. That sounds boring as fuck.
That's the opposite of the liberal district.
Yeah.
Let's wait until morning so I can, of course, give Fred a pet. And
Does that
because
mechanic have any bearing over like the rest of the game?
Yes.
Like, if your dragon's pissed off, he'll, I don't know, drop you.
it affects one thing later on. So once again, we can change our dragon's form, take a look at the different types we've got. Pure defense. I'm actually kind of digging that defense form. Kind of cool.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
This mechanic is very cool. I like this aspect of the game.
Pure agility kind of loses a lot of the points on the front of the face that it had before.
Are we just trying to like make the coolest design? Or are we
That's what you
even
said.
Are we even worrying about the?
Making that attack form. And the spiritual is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
I.
How would attack agility look? Primary attack. Whoops.
I also like how the music gets all fucked up when we do this.
Uh-huh.
This is actually kind of neat from a technical perspective. I'm not big into like 3D graphics, but I would have no idea how you would go about like
Yeah, that looks cool.
getting the mesh to blend like that.
Love the
Big
dragon
shot.
noises. Alright, well,
なあ、エッジ、
edgy.
一度ドラゴンに乗せてくれないか。
でも
You can still hear the dragon.
お前の後ろでおとなしくしてるから。
やめた方がいいよ。
Nobody gets to ride the drippy dragon but me.
Oh god, yeah, what a missed opportunity. We could have called the dragon Virgil.
あんたを引っ込むわけ。
Oh, what a shame we didn't do that.
What a shame.
I guess we'll just have to play the game again.
We'd have no problems getting those things erect if we were flying around on Virgil, let me tell you what.
今回はやめとこうかな。
Every single model of him would have the longest possible spire on the end of his nose.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back right to Uwu.
Ooh, woo.
Alright, and immediately we see a burb.
Can we say hi to him?
Yep. He's following us. He wants his mom.
Well, let's go find her.
I'm pretty sure I know offhand right where it is. Keep following me.
Man, birds making friends with dragons, it's no wonder you love this game so much.
Yeah.
It's like your
yeah,
top
right
two
over this way.
favorite living things.
Because dragons are totally real things.
Yeah. Well, you like them more than human beings.
True. They do be cool. Can I break this thing open yet? Nope, still do not have a powerful enough laser. There is one over here I might be able to get. Yep.
This music is good.
It is quite good. Music in this game generally quite good.
Yeah, there haven't been any bad tracks, but I'm still gonna just point out when it's when I'm enjoying it.
Oh, haven't seen this enemy yet. Let's just let a gauge charge and oops, let's do a different one. Let's do Judgment Day because we haven't seen that animation yet.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah, brother!
Jesus Christ!
I just fucking nuked him.
You
I got a
did,
ton of
bro.
experience for it.
You burned them up like kindling.
So do they cost any resource besides gauge?
Yeah, BP or Berserk points. It's basically MP.
And how do those chips work that you've been picking up?
Let's see. Oh, hey, another one of the exact same enemy.
Alright, I know I have made this point many times in this game so far, but there is not enough webbing on those things' wings for them to actually fly. You can't just have like a little bit at the end, at the tip.
Okay, that does something very similar. I can just charge up another gauge and use another one of those, and that'll kill him.
You can't have just the tip.
Not just the tip.
No.
You don't know flying anatomy.
I
I mean, by
think
all
I know
known
enough.
laws of aerodynamics, these shouldn't be able to fly.
Well, probably not.
Also, what's the economy like in this game? Can you, like, buy items from vendors?
Yes, but there's not really much of a point. Not right now, at least. Most of what you're gonna most of what you're gonna want to buy are gun parts.
Aha.
Let's see, where are the other one? One's in the northeast near the cliffs. Oh, let's just keep looking for burbs. Kind of comb the area.
Pavo, what are your thoughts about vitamin water?
Oh my
The
god.
drink, vitamin water?
Yeah, how do you feel about vitamin water? What's your thoughts? This is important. This is a follow-up to a conversation we had earlier in the stream.
I mean, I've only ever had it once or twice, like when it was on like a deep sale at the gas station.
There's another burb
when I
here.
Needed something on like a road trip. Tastes horrible. I don't like the taste of it.
Yeah, there you go. I don't
I don't
understand
really
vitamin
know
water.
how much vitamin content it has.
Check the fucking nutrition facts!
Well, yeah, I'm sure I did at the time, but
Because
Fucking
it
count.
was like, what fucking
Significant.
vitamins does it have in it? It's so stupid. I bet you it doesn't even have vitamins. I'm like, check the
I
nutrition facts.
Just don't quite understand what if you're like drinking bottled water out of a plastic container, how you could really be like, I want this to be better for me. Doesn't make any fucking sense, and I don't taste a difference, so like, it's not like, even, at least Gatorade, the point is it's flavored or whatever. It's just
well,
like,
yeah,
you want
I mean, so is
expensive
vitamin
water? You want expensive water that tastes kind of chalky?
I don't have a problem with that.
Well,
I think you're just a
you've been-
hater.
Listen, this is a democracy. You've been outvoted.
You're not drinking
Fuck
vitamin
you.
water. You're not drinking Gatorade. You're not drinking Powerade. You're drinking
Oh, I'm not.
Haterade.
I drink water!
You're
Just
drinking
water out of a
Haterade, you fucking bitch.
Brita filter.
Yeah, I think the
Alright,
amount
and the
of
burbs
sugar
fly away, and now...
that vitamin water has kind of negates any claim that it could be healthy.
Also, anytime you drink water out of a plastic container, you're drinking plastic.
And we get the Toby Tonga rock.
The microplastics will end up in your nutsack, okay?
It's just inevitable.
I mean, look, I like to have a San Pellegrino every now and then. That comes in a glass container. And, sometimes I'll have like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I mean, it's like, I guess I have a...
Maybe I
bottle of
want some
water
extra
out of-
shit in my nutsack. It's what we
Yeah,
call
fair enough.
filler.
I'm sorry. I touched a nerve.
32.5 grams of sugar in a bottle of vitamin water. That's quite a lot.
Remember that time that I ate an entire pound of Twizzlers at your place?
Yes, I do. How could I ever forget?
I don't know why I'm surprised you're so in on vitamin water.
I mean, I don't really like vitamin water, I just want to antagonize you.
Yeah, great. Any kind of flavored drink, I'm like, I don't, like, what's the, like...
It's flavor! You don't like flavor?
Not in, I don't need flavor in water. This is my point. I am not so, like, sugar addicted that I need it in my fucking water. It's water.
I don't know, I normally don't, but every once in a while I'm like, I need some extra kick to this here water, you know what I mean? Just normal water ain't doing it for me today, boss.
I need my spicy water.
Yeah. Let's make sure I got all the items here. What you gonna say?
When Count goes on hot ones, instead of sauce, he's gonna just have a bunch of water. It's gonna be a bunch of vitamin water.
Want to make sure I'm not missing any important items before I go back to the underground ruins. Looks like I'm good.
Yeah, this water conversation is really reminding me I've got to make a point of drinking more water.
Yeah, I gotta start doing that again.
Whenever I get up, I'll have 2 double espressos in the morning, and then I'm pretty much good all day long until like around 7 or 8, when I'll have either like a cup of tea, maybe a glass of wine or a beer, and then before bed I'll break out the bottled water.
I'm
Hydration.
constantly drinking water.
I
drink
need to
water
drink
all
more
over.
water. I used to drink a lot more, but I've just been kind of slacking lately.
I mean, I usually every day I will go somewhere for a cup of coffee in the morning, just to get me out of the house. And then, like, throughout the day, wherever I'm at, if I'm at work, if I'm at, the house, or if I'm out at a restaurant, I'm always drinking water.
Also, this is the dungeon we were exploring in the Pianist Mobile Cavo.
I don't know if it's just like when I was a child, I didn't like soda. I never drank soda. I never as we mentioned earlier, I never understood the appeal of like energy drinks or Gatorade or flavored shit like that. So I just evolved, like water's just the thing I drink for the most part.
I used to drink soda sometimes, but yeah, energy drinks are ass. I hate
I
them.
didn't even start drinking hot drinks like tea and coffee until like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I mean,
Make sure I'm not missing anything over here.
Yeah, if you like going to like a neighborhood coffee shop for like the social aspect of it, I can understand that, but I've got to tell you that the Nespresso Classic machine is probably one of my top 10 purchases of all time.
Yeah, my stepdad really likes his.
Saves so much money compared to going out for coffee. I used to do that every morning when I lived in Cortland. I'd drop Hermione off at work, and then I would go pick up a beverage from the on-campus Pete's Coffee.
There used to be a place right near me, but they moved, unfortunately, so...
I do it mainly for the social aspect, just because it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I ultimately probably just sit on my phone at the coffee shop for longer than I need to, anyways. But like, it compared to if I was at my house in the morning, it's a lot better. Because if I don't get out of the house, I will just sit on my phone for like 4 hours on my couch and do nothing. So I have to do it.
We're on basement.
I know my
question mark floor.
Oh, this is we're in the purple zone.
And we gotta get on the penis mobile again.
先に出口で待って
We're in the Nexium zone. Oh shit. It's purple in the penis zone too.
And it's a maze. Let's go to the right. I don't remember what exactly I'm supposed to be doing here, but we'll figure it out. Is that the game or one of you guys?
I think that was the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a funky noise. This area has such a good soundtrack, man. I know we were just listening to it, but it is so fucking chill.
Every time I see dungeon layout like this, especially like, with the graphical stylings of like a late 90s, mid 90s game, I always get reminded of Mega Man Legends.
Never played it.
Who fucking installed this elevator in the underground cavern?
People that needed
Why
to
is-
get around, duh.
What? Is-
Yeah, so lore-wise, is this like a relic of an ancient civilization?
I believe so.
Is this like biological in nature or mechanical?
I think it's a relic of a lost civilization. I don't know. Like I said, we haven't been paying too much attention to the story. We haven't been reading
I was just
supplemental
kinda thinking,
text
like-
because Oob is special.
I talk a lot, and usually about things not related to the game.
Yeah.
But it just occurred to me, I'm like, we're in this like coral reef, and there's like this elevator that seems like it was designed for dragons. And there's no other, like, other than like erection monsters, there's no other living things here. It's not like this is a civilized,
Well, it was mentioned that Azel is similar to the monsters, so...
What?
You wanna watch a movie at the cinema tonight?
Which one?
Sinners.
That doesn't even look that good. Why? What makes you-
Yo, we should all go see Sinners
Hell yeah.
with Cabo.
Wait,
Yeah,
hang
let's
on
get
a
down
goddamn
to-
second. How the fuck? Hang on, I've got my microphone muted. How the fuck can you guys be hearing my shit?
I don't know. Or I guess we're all going to see Sinners,
Yeah.
all four of us.
Okay, do I sound any different now?
No. I think you're on, like, your webcam mic or something.
Oh, god damn it, no wonder. Fucking
So-
Discord sucks ass again.
So
That's
I should
why was
probably go
quiet.
in and turn you down if you're changing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna change
Oh, God.
back to the not ass microphone.
What a disaster.
Every
That was-
single time I set this and I reboot my PC, it just picks a device at random.
Don't you love Discord?
Listen, it's good. We got to let Hermione join the chat for a second. That was good.
Well, maybe we'll go and see a movie later.
Yeah, let's go watch Sinners.
Let's go.
Even though it doesn't even look good.
Count, have you ever heard of the movie Sinners until just now?
I've seen, like, posters for it.
Okay, all right. I like to think you didn't even know what movie you were talking about.
Okay, 1 second, be right back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now is my ass like loud?
I turned you back down, so your normal
Okay.
volume.
Alright, that should be resolved.
You are
now.
coming in clearer, yes.
If that ever happens again, you should just be like, hey, make sure you're on the right mic, asshole.
Oh, well, I did say that you were quiet as fuck, so... I'll make sure to call you an asshole next time.
ここから先は一人で
Thank you.
Let's see here. I'm gonna have to go left.
I
And I'm
should
gonna
go
go
to the
left again
movies
to
more
that dead
often.
end.
Last time my parents came to visit, we were walking around Lawrenceville, and there's this really nice movie theater in Lawrenceville called the Row House Cinema, where they mostly play like old releases. Like they usually don't play like what's playing now. They'll usually have like a theme every month, and then play movies from like whatever time. Sometimes they'll do like a Japanese movie night, or a week where it's just Japanese movies, or a week where it's action movies, or like whatever. They'll pick a theme and they'll whatever. And my parents were with me, and we were walking by, and I was taking a look, and it was erotic thrillers.
Huh!
Huh.
I'm sure your mom would have loved that.
Yeah, I asked my mom, "Hey, do you want to go see? Do you want to see the Wachowskis Bound tonight?"
What'd she say
Or
to that?
she did not want to see it. No.
Oh, why not?
You want to see Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden? She did not want to see Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden.
Yeah, that was the game doing that. Okay.
I would have loved it if I was like, "Hey mom, let's see what's playing." And it was like, "It's hardcore fucking week." Oh shit.
It's drugs and alcohol week.
I can't believe they're playing Ken Park this week at the Row House Cinema. Jam.
That went right over my head.
I knew it would. It's okay. The audience will love it. All the fucking art film from the early 2000s with unsimulated sex fans in the comments are going to be like, "That was a good pull, that Ken Park reference."
Because as we've established, people
Larry
are definitely
Clark.
watching this shit.
Larry Clark, yeah, all the Larry
People
Clark.
definitely got past the fucking hour of screaming about vitamin water.
And sperm
and sperm.
and erections.
We're such
And me-
good
and me-
commentators.
And me misreading a word for slur.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. Nobody's watching us.
It's okay because it's a word that YouTube has to allow because it has an actual meaning.
And that's
Don't
what we're
worry
gonna
about
tell ourselves.
Don't worry about anything that we're talking about, Kavo. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't planning on it.
I think when we go on these tangents, Cavo kind of just shuts down for like 3 or 4 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I've gotta formulate my thoughts. I've gotta align with the discourse.
We kind of just bounce from stupid ass topic to stupid ass topic without much of a transition in between.
He just kind of disengages, he just he disassociates and just kind of like looks into the void, contemplates his life's choices.
Coincidentally, the stuff that he's seeing behind his eyelids are very similar to what's going on in game.
This is a game that it asks of you as a player to think about big questions. Am I right? Do I like dragons? What's my favorite color of
Okay,
dragon?
now we're in basement question 4. Alright, just make sure there's nothing around here. We're good.
Do I want to shoot this erection or not?
We got Bone Slasher!
Badass.
Dual blast chip. Assuming that's just blast chip times 2.
What if there was like a base blast chip?
What if there was a base cannon in this game?
What if there was a big mouth Billy Bass?
Alright, now we're in basement, 3rd floor. Do I want to go back up and go down the other path?
What if there
Yes.
was? What if?
Yeah, I think I'll just finish clearing out the second time through this dungeon, and then we'll call it. There's not too much left to do here.
Is it swollen pickle? Is that what the pedal's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if there was a swollen pickle chip?
Yeah, the reason it's called that is because it's like a twist on the Big Muff circuit. Big Muff, swollen pickle. Uh-huh.
Hardy hard.
Cause see, one of them is a vagina, and the other one is a penis. I wasn't sure if you clocked that.
I didn't understand. Thank you.
I wanted to be absolutely clear on that one, just in case you didn't get the joke.
Explaining that to me.
I know you don't pay good
Obviously-
attention, so.
Obviously, as the conversation has dictated over the course of the stream, I don't know how genitals work.
Right. I mean, do any of us? In the grand scheme of things.
I think some people do.
Fucking
Urologists.
balls, how do they work?
I think if you're a
Gynecologists.
gynecologist, you probably need to know how genitals work.
And I don't want to talk to a gynecologist. Y'all motherfuckers lying and getting me pissed.
And treating my cysts.
When are we gonna do a collaboration stream with ICP?
Is this the best stream we've ever done?
Why do you say that like every other stream?
Well, no, usually I ask if it's the worst stream, but I think we're cooking this time.
Cooking with Powerade.
I can't help it if we're constantly raising and or lowering the bar of our quality. I can't help that.
Meanwhile, the
We're just-
gameplay has just been riding around on the penis mobile.
I know. There's like nothing actually interesting happening in the game, really.
I mean, I'm fine with it. This is just, hey, it's RPG stuff. This is what
It's
I expected
purple.
going into it.
It's pleasant to look at least.
I don't know what kind of like gameplay purpose the long ass hallway with nothing in it serves.
Padding.
Yeah.
Again, I'm fine with it. It's an RPG. It's something I come to expect from the genre. And again, it's optional. You don't even have to do this bit, so I don't have a big problem with it.
Again, I do think it, even though, like I've said 100 times, I think it looks good. Like, even for as, like, angular and old as it is, I think it looked, like, I can imagine in the 90s playing this and being like, this is so fun.
I mean, like I said, I
Absorb
just
this.
enjoy playing this game. It's a fun game to vibe in, and the combat mechanics are super interesting.
I do say, I do have to say, I think I would get lost in this area.
Oh, I don't think I wanted to go up that elevator. I think I wanted to stay down there.
This seems like the kind of environment that I would, like, loop around a bunch of times and be like, where the fuck am I going? What am I doing?
Yeah, I think I wanted to stay down on that floor.
Also, I just want to say, it's been a while since I asked if this was the best or worst stream. We've had a lot of streams that I'm like, this is firmly in
We
the
are
medium.
mediocre.
This is firmly in the median quality range.
Is there anything I even can do on this floor?
I'll probably rewatch the stream and be like, this was terrible. What am I talking about?
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting a little lost myself, so I think I am going to go back up to the save point, and we're just going to finish clearing out this dungeon next time. And then we can have a great old philosophy talk over top the fucking Cruelty Squad JPEG again.
I have to say, Cavo, listening to you talk about the Western canon with the Cruelty Squad image in the background is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while.
That's something you're
I mean,
only
it
gonna
kinda
find on
fits.
this stream.
Cruelty Squad, I would say, is effective as a statement piece.
Yeah. Again, that's not a game I play through much myself, but I'm very aware of it. I've like seen people talk about the entirety of the game. I feel like I'm at least familiar enough with it. Thing is, it's just kind of a hard-ass game to play.
That's not easy.
I believe you. I think you could do it, Count. You played Siren. I'm always
Yeah, but
just go back
Siren isn't a game where the controls are actively fighting you.
I suppose, but I'm always gonna go back to that whenever you're like, oh, no, this game. I'm like, you beat Siren. Like you 100%ed Siren. No, you can beat any game. You can beat Dark Souls
I
if you
don't
want.
know if that's true. Anyway.
I think you could even beat. I want to be the guy.
Never actually did end up finishing that game, but that's because I didn't care enough to.
That's because it's not actually that funny.
Nope.
I think you could even beat Facade.
I have beaten Facade. It was years and years ago, but I have done it. I actually got Trip and Grace to stay together. I wonder if there's any Facade speedruns. I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, I'm sure there must be.
Let's see here. Facade speedrun. Yeah, it does have a speedrun leaderboard. The complete the game time is 4 minutes, 9 seconds for the record. What are the rules? Texture mods allowed. Timing starts on... Okay, timing starts on first frame of black after selecting a name and ends on the frame. You click the elevator button after Trip or Grace says through audio or subtitles that you can leave. So I think you probably just pissed Trip off to get a good time.
Well, that doesn't take very long at all.
Nah, you just gotta spam the word melon. Or maybe just the word ass, because that's only 3 letters.
But they're saying that this is to successfully beat the game.
Well, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it right now because we're on the ending stream slide. But
Maybe even if you win, they still tell you it's time for you to leave or something like that.
There's also a
I don't
leave the
know.
apartment category. Okay, there we go. Now I can see all the categories. The leave the apartment category record is 8 seconds.
Okay, that's probably
That's probably just spawn in and then
Ass.
just hit the elevator button.
I mean, that's hardly even like
Yeah,
a
it ends
fun-
the frame. You press the elevator button.
It hardly seems like it's even like a fun thing to do. With
There's drinks percent, 8-ball percent. Screw Italy.
Wait, what's that?
It ends when Trip stops talking about the Italy photo.
Oh, okay. Some of that stuff seems kind of fun. All drinks run.
Get in percent? What's that? Just getting into the apartment? Ends when you're outside of the elevator room walls. Okay. What's random percent? I like how the end of this stream is just me looking at facade speedrun categories.
Presumably with the
ending
cruelty
stream
squad.
slide, yeah.
We're not even showing the fucking speedrun.com.
You are only allowed to use a single word.
Oh, that's
generated from randomwordgenerator.com.
Oh, that's fun.
What word is it going to give me? Attachment. Great.
That's a good word for facade.
Yeah, it is.
We should try this.
Yeah, when are we
Do
going to
like a-
start doing facade speedruns?
Do like like this kind of random percent.
I'm down. I don't know how
That
you'd
could be
even
fun.
find that game nowadays, but I'm sure it's still out there somewhere.
There's gotta be. If we can run Ambition, we can run Facade.
Oh, hey, there's a facade download link in the resources. Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe we'll do some facade speedruns in the future. Who knows? Future of the Count F channel is looking bright. I already got a couple games planned going forward. We're going to do Resident Evil 4 at some point. We're going to do some Pokemon Red at some point.
The thing about Facade is that, like, I feel like during early YouTube, Facade content was a little oversaturated, but it's
Yeah.
been so long since that point that you could probably go back to it at this point and not feel like
It's a little
fucking hack.
nostalgic, even.
Exactly. Because it is kind of, it's if you're not just trying to get thrown out, it is kind of an interesting game for what it is, I guess.
Yeah. One would say it's a
Well,
little
on that,
ambitious.
Oh dear. On that riveting note, I think I've got to go and see what the rest of the night has in store for
Gotta
my
go
ass,
see
fellas.
All right, no
Sinners.
worries. That's probably a good point to leave
Alright.
this off on then. Thank you for joining us for this stream. We'll see you next time.
Anytime, fellas. Have a good one.